Welcome to This Day. It is Friday and it's April 23rd. We don't have any meetings to tell you about today, so we'll jump right to who's on our show. And of course, it's Friday, so we welcome Jeff Parker to our set today to give us a Laguna Woods update. And then we have a United update with Diane Casey, and she basically is just telling us about the budgeting process. All right, let's jump to our vaccine information. Of course, you can be vaccinated by the pods, points of distribution, and you register at Athena.com. And then we have the vaccinefinder.org, where you can find all of the in-stock vaccinations at Vons, Albertsons, Pavilions, Rite Aid, CVS, anywhere in the area. You just type in your zip code and it'll tell you where you can find it. All right, let's jump to our weather. Our weather is looking okay. You know, we actually burned off our fog a little earlier than I thought we would this morning. But our temperatures are pretty much staying in the 60s for the next few days, and then we are entertaining a possibility of some showers on Monday. 65, 50, 52 today, 67, 52 tomorrow. Sunday, 65, 55, and then cloudy all day on Monday, 60 with an overnight of 51, and then partly sunny on Tuesday, 64, 56. If you are traveling in California today, you will want to check out these temperatures because they're looking pretty good. Local beaches 63, 54, Santa Barbara 60, 45, San Diego 65, 56, the High Sierras mostly Tahoe 40, 21, Big Bear 57, 27, and Mammoth 45, 25. People are still skiing. All right, in Palm Springs looking at an average of 85 with an overnight of 56, and that overnight low is actually quite cool for this time of year out there. All right, our sunrise this morning was at 6:11, and our sunset will be at 7:28. And Barbara, thank you so much for sending in that beautiful photo. Beautiful blue flowers, violet flowers. So thank you for sending that in. If you would like to send in a photo, please email it to lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. All right, when we return, we will have Jeff Parker, so stay tuned.
Welcome back. I'm Kiana Lee. With us today is Dr. Christine Chung of 7-Day Dental. She has great news for seniors. Doctor, why don't you tell us the exciting news? Mom.
We know there are many seniors living with tooth pain. 7-Day Dental is starting a new program called Seniors First. Seniors who are 65 years or older will get initial free exams and x-rays.
That is so nice, doctor. Call your nearest 7-Day Dental to get your 7-Day Dental smile.
Are your hearing aids not working as well as you'd like? The person who programs your hearing aids is way more important than how much you spent on them. The good news is that we can help. I'm a retired electronics engineer who will precisely reprogram your hearing aids to your unique hearing loss. If that doesn't give you significantly better hearing, I won't charge you a dime. You have nothing to lose and better hearing to gain. So call Hearing Remedy right now and ask for your personal better hearing appointment.
Mother's Day is coming, and Diane's Hallmark is just the place to get Mom a gift that shows how much you care. Our women's department has gifts for that special someone, including clothing, jewelry, Vera Bradley, and Bagolini handbags, Crabtree and Evelyn, and many other great gifts for Mom. Don't forget that our religious department carries a great selection of Christian gifts and Bibles as well. Diane's Hallmark is a Gold Crown store. Come in and experience our personalized service. We're located on Alicia Parkway next to Hobby Lobby.
With 2020 behind us, now is the perfect time to take care of all the things that you might not have been able to. Caliber Collision is just up the street from you, and we offer a lifetime warranty on all body and repair work for as long as you own your vehicle. And we offer free pickup and delivery for all our Laguna Woods customers. On or off the road, safety is very important to us, which is why we are following all COVID-19 guidelines. Caliber Collision, restoring the rhythm of your life.
back. I have Jeff Parker here, who's going to talk to us a little bit about our COVID numbers, which look amazing compared to a while ago, right?
Yeah, I was going to talk about that today. We'll go over the numbers first, but I want to then finalize the whole story with how well we've done in the last 3 months.
Okay, that sounds awesome.
The direction. So go to the board there, you can see that our cases are continuing to go down. We're at 69 cases. Unfortunately, there were 8 reported deaths in 4 in skilled nursing facilities, which is still that high risk category of people, and then 4 in typical residential areas. Again, testing, they're at over 10,000 tests, so that's really good relative to our case analysis when we look at going to the next stage,
right.
More tests versus lower case rates. Hospitalizations, fantastically low, kind of reached that point where we've stabilized. The 22 ICUs have been 22 to 25 the last couple weeks, and the hospital's down to 110. So phenomenal numbers there. For the village, which means Laguna Woods, when you look it up under Orange County, we're at 411 cases and 49 deaths. That's basically stabilized since the beginning of April. I've only seen a couple of increases in that area, so that's really good.
Yeah.
Again, the whole community-wide area is slowing down, or the cases are maintaining at a level that we don't see any increases, which is what we want to see.
Right, and I mean, the vaccinations seem to be helping. Hopefully, once people do have their second shot, then they have that period of time where they need to lay low, and then they can go out and about but still use the mask. However, it seems like there's still a little bit of controversy right now going on across the nation about when you need to stop wearing the mask after vaccination. So I think that's still in question.
Well, I think a lot of people are suggesting that and making sure everybody understands that the vaccination doesn't mean you can't get COVID. So the mask still helps prevent the spread of COVID. And so that's an important part that you got to remember. I know one person who had the vaccinations, both of them, and still got COVID.
Okay.
But their reaction to it was they only had like a flu-like symptoms for 2 days, and then they were back up to speed, as opposed to potentially going to the hospital or potentially being really, really sick.
Right.
And that's where the vaccination has made such a big change in our overall numbers.
Right.
Speaking of numbers, though, going to our big sheet here, as we've dropped from 3 down to 2.8.
We're getting there.
And so we're going again in that direction. If we can get below 2 or 2 or under, then we're into the yellow category, already there with regards to positivity rate and the health quartile. We're in the next category. So that's good news that we're trending. Along with watching the state and the amount of vaccinations that are being distributed throughout the state and our hospitalizations, that's going to trigger how we move into the yellow category. So all 3 are trending in the right direction. So probably they're now announcing basically on Monday evening, Tuesdays, when you're going to look at that next category, and then they're also following up on Thursdays and Fridays. So they're kind of looking at it 2 different times. So we next week we'll hear if we're trending enough that they're anticipating maybe in a couple weeks going to the yellow tier.
Right.
And then if you follow the governor's plan, which is still on course, he's looking at going into what I'll call the green tier, which is basically out of this whole tier process come June 15th.
Okay.
So that's obviously good news.
Right. Right. Yeah. I mean, that would be very nice. Maybe sooner than later. You don't know. I mean, looking at the trend and the numbers here, it seems like, and I think the whole reason that we all started all of this at the very beginning was to flatten the curve, right? I mean, we were trying to flatten the curve and not inundate our medical system. And certainly that has happened. That has definitely happened.
Absolutely correct. And that's the key. That's hospitalization, that ICU, not having that critical need there. Is really what the #1 issue was. Obviously, protection of the health and safety of the residents out there in the community and throughout Orange County is a critical part of that, and it meshes. So if they're vaccinated or people are wearing masks and staying protected, then they're not impacting the system. So it's a kind of a goes circle, and it's full circle right now. I wanted to mention, we were talking about it earlier, how big a change it's happened, and people forget this. So I'm going to go back to literally 3 months ago. On January 19th, we were here and we were talking about the numbers there. We had over 2,000 hospitalizations and over 500 ICU cases.
Wow.
Now it's 110 and 22.
Yeah.
We had 1,300 cases of COVID on a daily basis, where we're now at 69.
Yeah.
So that's just it's almost, when you look at those numbers, you're like going, wow, how did we drop that much? Well, that's when the big vaccination process really got kicked off and was really in full-blown usage. And I think that's made a big difference. And then I think just following up on people being more and more protective. After we saw that surge back in October, November, I think people got real serious about it because of the impact that it was having on the communities. And luckily, the federal government came through with the vaccines to all the states to help them get going on it.
Well, exactly. And then they're also, I think the way that they had the elderly, those age groups, the way they did that was really appropriate, because the majority of the people who were in the hospital with COVID were of a higher age. And the ones that were dying were also of a higher age. So I'm sure that most people who are within that range were much happier to get the vaccine at that time, because rather than starting at a different arena, they recognized that that age group was the ones who really needed it. And we did, after everybody was vaccinated, even here in the village, we started to see numbers taper off pretty well.
Absolutely, and I think that was why the impetus we had working with Memorial Care to have our vaccination clinic that we established here. I think the success of that for the village, I think we were the leader in Orange County to get our seniors vaccinated, so it was great.
Absolutely, good deal on that one. So excellent. All right, well, wonderful. Anything else going on in the village?
Working on budgets right now. Obviously, from an internal point of view, we're gearing up and getting all our data collected. So come June, July, and August, we get in front of the boards with regards to our various departments and budgets. We put together some training videos for our board members. We're going to put that on the website so our residents can see those same videos. So they'll be able to understand what our departments do and information like that. So there's going to be some additional information out there so people can take a look at that. But it's really a very intensive long-term process to get all of this data and all this budgetary work. So our departments are doing that right now. A lot of activity relative to that type of operation. And then the other thing that we're doing right now is we're really gearing up to how do we become more efficient? What are the areas that we can look at efficiencies in our operations? So we're working with both United and Third and GRF to have what we call client services meetings. So we're saying, hey, what is it that the clients, which for VMS, the clients are GRF, Third, and United. We want to make sure that we're meeting the needs that they have and being able to do it within the budget that we have.
Oh, okay, that's great. I mean, things are coming along. I think this is a great time. It has been a great time to sort of reevaluate a lot of the processes, because if you can operate in the way that we have been operating, then, you can take a look at some other alternatives, especially because we've been doing appointments for our resident services and then manor and alterations, and that hopefully is going pretty well.
It is going well, and it's a perfect example of how we can interact with people and how we have interacted this last year by phone and by internet and setting up appointments. And there's still people that have the desire or need that they need to come in, so we have this appointment basis that keeps them safe and accomplishes the goal. But we need to keep moving towards the technology advancements so that we can be more efficient and cost effective in doing our operations. And that's a transition for the community for sure.
Right. Excellent. All right, well, good. Have a great weekend. We'll see you again next week.
Sounds great. Thank you.
All right, when we come back, we are going to have the United Update with Diane, so stay tuned.
Now there's a new way to buy a new Lexus. It's called Car Dash, only available at SouthCountyLexus.com. It's amazingly simple. Visit SouthCountyLexus.com, select and reserve your new or pre-owned vehicle that comes with a 5-day love it or leave it guarantee. Apply for credit, calculate your payment, and even appraise your trade-in. You can even have the vehicle delivered, all online, saving you valuable time. Push a button, get a Lexus. At South County Lexus, different is amazing.
Welcome back. Well, today I am joined by Diane Casey, who is here on behalf of United. Well, hello, Diane. The last time we talked, you introduced yourself. How are you doing on the board so far?
Oh, I am doing well. I'm enjoying it. There's a lot to do, a lot of meetings.
Yes,
It's
there
very
are.
informative. You know, I've lived here for 16 years and I'm learning all these new things.
Well, isn't that interesting? You know, you've lived here for a long time and you've watched other people do the board thing and now you're part of it. But isn't it interesting how once you're inside, you learn so much more? Like, give me an example. What are some of the, what is one thing that's different and new that you did not know before?
Oh, I guess like the governing documents, the process of how they are revised, and you know, there's so many of them. And
Yeah, I know. Isn't it crazy? I mean, you've been a lawyer for a long time, right?
no, CPA.
Oh, CPA. So you know how important documents are.
Yeah, right. I know.
You probably thought you were going to get into this much, huh?
Yeah.
Well, in any case, you've got a you know, budgets are big on everybody's mind right now, and obviously United is no different. So tell me a little bit about the process.
Okay. Well, you know, I am on, that's one of the committees I'm on, you know, and the finance committee, the maintenance and construction and governing documents, and the budget committee.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're going over the budget for, or getting prepared for the budget of 2022. And so we had a meeting on March 8th, a workshop,
Mm-hmm.
and members from various boards were there, and it was very informative and interesting, and everybody really thought it was successful.
Okay.
And so since then, they have made a lot of presentations from various departments, and we have gotten to participate in the Zoom meetings and ask questions, and then also to review the documents that they prepared. So we've gotten those delivered to us. And so, you know, I've been going through that and, you know, attending the meetings we've had to develop more concepts. And, you know, it's been very, very good. I mean, it's a huge organization, you know, and there's so many different departments and support services and, you know, what they do, and looking at how the budget has been for 2021. And also now that I'm in the finance committee, you know, just reviewing the preliminary financial statements and the budget to actual each month, you know, it's been a very good process. And now to see how they get it together, you know, different things that go into it, you know. So,
right. Well, and there's probably a lot of questions that surround that each time, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. And a lot of people that are on the boards have been there for a while, so they really know their stuff, you know, especially like maintenance and construction. I don't know how many years Carl has been in it, or Andre, but they know, you know, what's going on. Right. And, you know, I do plan on attending more of the VMS and GRF meetings so I can understand that even more, because that's very important.
Yeah.
You know, just up to speed with everything else.
Well, you know what? Sometimes people say knowledge is power, right? And if you know more, then you can contribute more because you do have a good understanding of the way things are working. And like you said, this is a very large group, a large community, you know, and so many different HOAs, and there's just so much that goes on. It's like a city, so it certainly does operate like that.
Sure. Yeah, it is like a city. Right.
Even though it's so funny because, you know, you've been here a long time, and while you, I'm sure, are very aware that there are lots of things going on, it's just sometimes, like you said, to be on the inside, you're kind of like, wow, I didn't realize how much was going on. And this is kind of the way I think life works in general, right? I mean, when we're on the outside, we don't always see exactly what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I've been on boards before. When I was living in Laguna Niguel, I was on my board there for that HOA, and so I'm very familiar. But that was a small community compared to, and they weren't they were hiring out, property management companies. And I know when I first moved here, we had that PCM, hired a property management company, and now we've taken it over.
Right.
And now we're doing it. So it's very interesting to see that change. And also when I started on the board, it was during COVID. So I mean, it wasn't the same as getting on the board when it was operating out of a boardroom and where you could see the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you'll get back to that at some point. I mean, we are making a lot of progress. So, so going forward, then, what are just some general things that the board is working on?
Well, they're working on, I know, getting their standard operating procedures written for each process, or any procedures that are in place, and then updating them. So I know that's a big thing right now, and working on the governing documents, getting there are different changes. There's laws we have to follow and update our processes for that, and so that's very interesting. And the people that are on those committees, they really know Davis Sterling's and the state rules and our bylaws, all these things that I'm going to be learning more of,
So, being a CPA, are there lots of things that you were able to contribute?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm going to be more involved in the finance, getting the monthly financials and supporting documents to review so that I can help Bazaar, if I see something that's, interesting.
Yeah.
She's doing a very good job, in jumping right into all the finance. So,
yeah, he seems very thorough.
yeah, very thorough. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, wonderful. Wonderful. Anything else?
Let's see. I can't wait to get back into all the activities.
I know. And things are opening up each week. It seems like we've got more and more things. And so everybody's been really excited and signing up for their classes. So we're getting there. And we appreciate your volunteering and all the work that you do. And hopefully next time we'll have some slides and we'll be able to touch base again.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much.
All right, Diane, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And we'll be right back after this.
I'm Dr. Leif Loberg, and I'd like to welcome you to Loberg Dental Center. We've kept everyone safe in our office and continue to do so. All of our safety measures include enough social distancing, masks, protective gear, and sterilization before and after every patient is seen in our operatory. Here at Loberg Dental Center, we've kept everything safe for your comfort. So call today, don't delay, and schedule your appointment, and we will take great care of you in the safety and comfort of our office.
Well, we promised you a movie today, so we're going to fulfill that promise, and we're going to show you Braveheart today, and that is a Mel Gibson movie, of course, and that will be able to be seen at 2 p.m. with subtitles and 7 p.m. without subtitles, and that is brought to you by Harvard Eye Associates. Now, I also wanted to remind you that on April 27th, we are going to show you Wonder Woman 1984, and you can see that at 10 with subtitles and then 6 p.m. without subtitles, and that'll be on April 27th. And also on April 27th at 7 p.m. that evening is going to be the Laguna Hills Redevelopment Project meeting. So if you are interested to find out what they're going to be doing with that mall, you may want to check that out. Be interesting to see what they do with it. There are still a few things that are open over there in the parking lot. It looked like every, I don't know if it's every Friday or every other Friday, they're having that market. So you can go to the outdoor market and get all your fresh vegetables and fruits. Okay, bingo is back, and of course it's here on Tuesdays at Clubhouse 2. Doors open at 1:45 and play will begin at 2 p.m. and it's $10 for 10 games, and the money is due at the time, and they do ask that you please wear masks. Okay, let's take a look at our weather one last time for our local area as well as California if you are traveling. You know, we're looking at about the 60s right now. We're not going to be too warm over the next few days. I mean, there is a chance on Monday of some rain. So today we are looking at clouds and then sunny, 65-52. Saturday, partly sunny, 67-52. Sunday, 65-55. Monday, clouds, and that is where the rain is possible. We'll keep an eye on that starting on Monday. Starting tomorrow, and 65-55, and then partly sunny, 64-56. If you are traveling in California, here are your local numbers. Local 63-54, Santa Barbara 60-45, San Diego 65-56, Tahoe area 40-21, Big Bear 57-27, Mammoth 45-25 for some spring skiing, and Palm Springs 85-56. Have a great day in the village. Happy Friday. We'll see you again tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. and then you have a good weekend. Bye-bye.
At Pro Smiles OC, you get Orange County's best and most experienced dentist. Dr. Ivan Ho is an award-winning cosmetic and implant dentist that has been treating patients in South OC and Laguna Woods for over 30 years. Safety and cleanliness is our #1 priority, and now your routine dental work is more comfortable than ever. We use digital x-rays to minimize radiation and digital scans for crowns and inlays in-house, allowing patients to leave with final restorations in the same appointment. Let Dr. Ho and his team give you a reason to smile. Call Pro Smiles OC today.
Hi, I'm Chris Mack, the new president of the Old Pros. We put on some stunning productions and have so much fun doing it. We'd love for you to come and join us if you have any experience in theater. Go to our website, ocoldpros.org, or the main Laguna Woods site. Get our application, send it in. We'd love to have you.
At Harvard Eye, we are so happy to be open again and to see all of you for your medical and surgical eye care. We're taking great care to protect everyone from COVID-19 by seeing fewer patients, spacing out chairs in our lobby, sanitizing our office constantly, and doing much more. The world is changing a lot, but what hasn't changed is we're honored by your trust and confidence, and we're committed to keeping you safe. We can't wait to see you.
Vacation where you live. The Towers offers the amenities and services of a hotel, 3-course dinners, weekly housekeeping, spacious floor plans with panoramic views, on-site maintenance, daily activities, and a 24-hour reception desk. Visit us at towers@lagunawoodsvillage.com.